Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's Sunday, the 29th of December, 2024. We're not very far off from 2025. Who knows what that'll bring? But there is a pretty big topic going around, trending right now, about the lottery. And I wanted to jump on. I commented on quite a few posts on TikTok, on X, on Facebook. There's a lot of people talking about how it seems like whenever there is a $1 billion prize or bigger, or even some of the ones that are 500 million and above, are won in Texas, New York, Chicago, Michigan, and people don't understand why. Well, if you look it up, you can find out for yourself, but I will tell you the lotto is owned by the federal government. It is considered a non-profit. It is ran by the states on behalf of the federal government. And there has been several lawsuits against the lottery, which most of those have been settled out of court for millions of dollars because the lottery can be hacked. In 2017, there was a guy who was rigging the lottery in his favor. I think it was more in the favor of the federal government because he was given a 25-year to life sentence for his role in rigging the lottery, and he only served 3 years and he was out of jail. So, another reason that you should look at why California and all these places are winning is because higher taxes. Taxes in California are the highest out of any state in the United States. So if somebody wins a $1 billion prize or a $500 million prize, they get more money. So of course they're going to allow those people to win over someone. Well, I'm from Wyoming. We only have a 0.25% tax rate, and we don't have state taxes. So therefore, they're not going to get as much money out of someone winning in Wyoming as there are in California or Chicago or New York or some of those places. There has never been anybody who's ever won the Powerball or Mega Millions main jackpot in Wyoming. There's a couple of states that no one's ever won. Another thing that you have to look at is when there is a prize that is 1.2 billion or 1.3 billion or 2 billion, look at the cash option. Okay, this recent one was 1.2 billion that just drew the other day. The cash option was $500 million. Now, don't get me wrong, for me and you, or most people, that's a ton of money. That is an astronomical amount of money. It is awesome. But where did the other $600 million go when you chose the cash option? Well, they keep that. And they say that they help with schools and donate to roads and things in their areas is what they say that money goes to. Well, that's interesting because this year, in 2024, the lotto made $96 billion. $96 billion. They paid out $60 billion. Now you gotta remember, out of that $60 billion, there was quite a few billion-dollar jackpots that they took, like I said, half of the money, as well as they took a 30% tax on top of that. And in the bigger states like California, it's more money that they've gotten. They also have kept a surplus of money, which figures out to $28 billion this year that they have kept back just in case they may need it. So you take that 99, 10, 11, 12, $120 billion that they made, and they paid out 60. Most of those $60 billion prizes are little prizes that they've paid out to appease the people so that way we don't try to sue them or whatever to make it look realistic. But in the long run, the federal government owning it and saying that it's a non-profit and making $60 billion a year or better, I don't think that that's a non-profit. It sounds like it's a pretty profitable business to me, and they're making a lot of money off of us. So I've been subject to it. I've played hoping and praying that I would win. But that is not the goal. The goal is for people to be born get raised, go to school, go to college, work, pay into Social Security, into taxes, and then work until you're old enough to pass away so they can keep all that money. They don't never want you to get rich. They don't want you to figure out a way to do away with the way that they have wanted you to work your life away. They want you to work until you're dead so they can keep your money. That is the way it goes. They don't want you to invest in crypto. They don't want you to invest in anything where you could possibly make some money, because that squashes them getting millions, billions, and trillions of dollars from you. So that's my take on the lotto. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you actually know anybody that has won one of the great big jackpots? Does anybody out there actually know a person that has won one of the great big jackpots? I don't think anybody does, because those people are picked by the government to win. So that way they can remain anonymous and they can keep the money and keep the scam going. But let me know what your thoughts are. Do you actually know somebody that had won the great big jackpots and actually know of a person getting the money and being able to pay their taxes and doing what they're supposed to? Just curious, because like I said, it is owned by the government. It is considered a nonprofit, ran by the states, and you will never see little states that have low taxes win, because there's no money in it for them. So that's my thought on that. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a good day.